checked your corrected your answer sheet, I came to know that except one or two, all others are given a wrong answer for question. The question is, what was the question, Adul? True or false? Okay, true or false question. The question is, while loop executes at least once. That is the question. So I have told you in the class, it is an entry control loop. And I told you an example of passport, airport, isn't it? So entry control loop means entrance itself condition will be checked. Okay? Okay, Sharat.
Yes, ma'am.
So you can, if there is no passport with you, there is no ticket with you, the security will not allow you to enter. Entry is not allowed to the airport. That, what is that? The inside. So terminal side. So the same way, while loop, if the condition is wrong for the first time, it won't execute. So the answer is false. Except two, all others got it wrong. That is the first thing. Then one mistake I found in every paper. In every paper, that means nobody got 20 out of 20 in all the papers. Uniformity, uniform. That is, it's called harmony. Every paper it is wrong. That is true. Error correction question was that true. So when I taught you keywords in that and Boolean values, Boolean data type, then I have told you especially that when you write true and false, T capital, false F capital. So the error correction question, T should be capital. Okay, Anjo? No, Anjo is not listening at all.
Yes,
Anjo,
ma'am.
so quarter mark is reduced for that. That is for your betterment. So whenever there is a full colon is missing, quotes is missing, then indentation is wrong, quarter marks will be reduced so that you won't make the mistake again in the next examination. Okay. Then again in error correction question, one text was given and no quotes. No quotes. So quarter marks. But each two quotes are missing. I just reduced quarter. So this each and every codes matters. Full colon matters for your board examination. So if you are planning to get very good marks, so if, because of this codes missing, you should not make mistake. You should not reduce your marks. There should not be any problem with your marks. So be very careful about, because you don't have much full colon codes and all in Python language. But when it comes to C++ language, each and every statement ends with a semicolon. So just imagine in each and every line, if you are missing semicolon, how many marks you will get, how many marks you won't get. So just take care of it. So here indentation only the main thing. And I am quite happy to see that many of your output questions are correct. Some of only you have made mistakes in output questions. Then again, some of you have searched in net and gave me the answers. So I'm not telling who's that, because I can see the comments and all inside your answer sheet. I mean, in the answer paper. Comments, some different codes that I haven't given you that codes. But one thing is that unfortunately, many questions I have given you, you won't get the answer from the net, isn't it? Only the proper question you will get an answer from the net. So that's okay. But whatever you're doing, just do it. Be honest to yourself. That's all I just want to say. Then any other doubts in your question paper? Any other doubt? Any other doubt? So we'll be continuing with a new unit. For IP students, it is in this year. For computer science students, you have to study in the next year. Okay. Topic for IP this year, actually, this year, that is you are included in your syllabus. But for computer science students, that is not there in this year, but it is there in the next year. Same topics. So I thought since a combination class, we can start with, that is a very simple topic and it's very simple to learn. If you think that Python is difficult, it's not that much difficult. It's like just like English language. So that is DBMS. What is it? What is it?
DDMS.
Database Management System. So write in your notebook, December 3rd, 2020, unit, and your textbooks are available in school office. Database connectivity, database management system, that note is also given with that for both computer science and IP students. So you can study from that. Database management system. Okay. Write it down. Now let's see what is it. You can see it everywhere. So before that, I will share the screen. I will show you something. This is for the where is it? Okay. This is for the IT students I took just now. Okay, this is facebook.com, the site. Okay, you all are familiar with that. And this is where you will enter your email address. Here you enter your password. When you click on login, what happens? That is my question.
It will check whether both are correct.
And where it will check is my, suppose I entered my user ID and password, whether it is saved in this system. This is a computer. It
No,
is
in their server.
It is in server. Server, that means it is saved permanently somewhere in the hard disk. There is no doubt in that, isn't it? Everyone turn on your video. Otherwise, you need to expect some unexpected things. Okay, so server means it's a place where you are storing all your data. Whether you are creating some YouTube channel, it will be stored in some servers, isn't it? YouTube. How many of you have YouTube channels? It is not saved in your system. It is saved in servers. Facebook.org, Instagram, you are posting different pictures in Instagram. These pictures will be stored somewhere in some hard disk server. So there you have certain programs to save. Simply it is not saved directly in some folders. There are certain rules and regulation. There are certain softwares which support the saving. And another question, that is one example. Another question is when you go to a supermarket. So you bought lots of ice creams, chocolates, everything. And finally, you need to pay the bill. So you give your credit card or your cash by cash. Then what they will do, they will take the chocolate, that packet, and they will scan for the code. Isn't it? They will scan it. When that person scans that packet, what happens? Automatically what happens? Oh, only I am telling that. Aditya Raj, what happens when a certain, you can see a barcode, that person will scan the barcode, then what happens? Using a barcode read,
then the details of the product will come in the computer.
Will be appearing on the screen. There will be a computer screen, isn't it? Monitor. It will be appearing. How it is possible? How it is appearing like that with the unit price? Suppose you bought 5 chocolates, 5 packets into 5, unit price into 5. How it is happening? Because, Adityaraj, question to you, how it is happening?
Ma'am, because of the software.
Software, this is software. How automatically that, suppose it's Munch 20 rupees is automatically coming with the name. Everything is coming. How it is coming? That is my question. In super,
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
somewhere.
first data is stored first.
that is the main thing. Very good. Data is about Munch. Data about that particular ice cream. That is stored somewhere in the system. And the place where you are interacting. So I took a facebook.com. So Facebook, you are entering your user ID, you are entering your password. That is called a front end. You are interacting with the computer. You are interacting, the user is interacting. Or the softwares where you are entering your data. That is called front end. This front end software doesn't have any capability to store data. Like what you have done in Python. Enter 5 students data, 5 students marks, and find the total and average. So you entered 5 students data, you found the total and average, and you close the output screen. Then when you run the program again, will you be able to retrieve the old data that you have entered before? Hello? Will you get it?
No, ma'am.
You won't get it because we were working in RAM. Okay. Only if there is a provision to save the data inside the hard disk, then only you can retrieve the data the next time when you run your program. So you have to study that in your 12th standard, how to save the data permanently. So in the same way in supermarket, when you go, already the supermarket that owners, they will be buying the software from some software firms. You know, many software firms are the TCS, Cognizant. So from some software firms, they will be buying the softwares. Software can be made in VB or in Python or Java, whatever it is, as user-friendly softwares. Now that software is not only the thing that they need. They need another thing, another software that is called a backend software, which can store the data. So one backend software will be there, which stores the data, and a front end software to design the things so that the person can enter the details. And finally, in the programming, what they will do is the front end software will be connected with the backend software, vice versa. So whenever you want to retrieve some data, you can search for the data. The data will be coming back to the front end screen. So we need a front end. The bank, when you go to ATM counter, a touch screen. Sometimes it is touch screen. Sometimes you have to press a button. So you will swipe, you will keep your ATM card. Then it will ask for the PIN number. So automatically, everything will become visible. It will ask whether you want to take it from withdraw from savings account or current account. Savings account, you enter your number, amount 10,000. So you will be getting 10,000. How it is possible? Because inside ATM also there is a software which is running and it is connected to a banking database. So whenever you're requesting, it is checking with your PIN number is also stored in that database. So that PIN number and your card will be compared. So which is whether it is right or wrong, and the amount balance also is there stored in the database in that hard disk. So it will be written. That means whatever you're doing from this, the ATM window is called the front end software where the data is stored, and from that place the data is retrieved to your front end. So that place is called the back end. So there are two things. One is front end, other is back end. When you go to a bank, if you want to check for your account balance, in the screen they will enter your account number and you'll be getting your balance account or details. Or when you go to school management system, so everywhere this storing of data permanently in the hard disk is required. So the software which is used to interact with the user is called as front end. The software which is capable of storing the data and it can retrieve the data, that is called as backend. That is clear? Front end and back end. So front end software example, Python is a front end software, Visual Basic, then Java is a front end software, VB, etc., etc. Or you can see many other softwares is available in your web browsers, through web browser. All the applications, all the apps where you are interacting with the computer, they are called front end apps, applications. Ashwin, what is a front end software? Turn on the videos, everyone. Ashwin, what is a front end software? I can't hear you. Achyut, can you hear Ashwin, what he's saying? Okay, so front-end software is where we are interacting with the computer. Back-end software where everything is stored. So front-end software examples are Python, Visual Basic, then Java, etc. Back-end software examples are Oracle. Have you heard about Oracle?
Yes, ma'am.
Oracle.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Somewhere you have heard this word, Oracle. Microsoft Access.
Yes.
MySQL.
Yes, ma'am.
It's not MySQL. MySQL. There is something else. MySQL. No. SQL Server.
Yes.
Base. These are the different examples of backend softwares. Okay, backend softwares. So different examples: Oracle, SQL Server, MySQL, then Base. These are the different MS Access, Microsoft Access examples. So in all these words, we can see a single common name. What is it, Srihari?
I don't know. I don't know.
When I told these or dictated all these things, MySQL Server, SQL Server, MySQL, Oracle, Microsoft Access, you can see a common word repeated. What is that common word repeated?
Server.
No. Another word? Another word. Srihari, once again, let me tell you. Okay, listen. SQL Server, Oracle, MySQL, Base. That's all. One more word is there. What is that?
SQL.
It is SQL. There's a word SQL, which is common in almost. So this SQL has something to do, not something, everything to do with this database that we will see later. So backend software examples. These backend softwares are called as database management system. When we studied in that beginning of 11th standard, we studied about utility softwares, application softwares, isn't it? There we studied about DBMS. So the backend softwares are called as database management system softwares. What is it? Meghna, what is it?
Database management system.
Base management system software. So simply DBMS. 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 You should not forget it. Without database management system, even a single front-end software is useless. You need a back-end software to store the data. Then what is this database? Why it is called database? Database means collection of interrelated data. Okay? Collection of interrelated data. When we are setting, when you're planning to setting a school database, so there should be only information in the database related to school. You can't have some information related to some banking, bank sectors, or some other zoo or something else inside your school database, isn't it? That is why it is called database is a collection of interrelated data. Clear? No response. Is that
Yes,
clear?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, so database management system. Database management system is collection of interrelated data and a set of operations, with a set of operations done on that data. That is why it manages the data. Database is collection of interrelated data and certain operations, or you can say certain operations to manage the data. That is why it is called as database management system. Even though it is called as a system, don't think that it's like a fan, a system, hardware. No, it's a software. But we'll say that database management system, school management system, banking system. System means it's a software. Okay, clear? Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Children, is that clear? So over to Ashwin. What is it?
What, ma'am?
What are the things I told you just now about database, database management system, etc., etc., etc.?
Oracle, SQL.
Let's say start from the beginning.
Ma'am,
Start from the beginning.
You are talking about database management system, DBMS.
Yes.
You told about MySQL.
What is DBMS?
Database management system.
What is the definition of that?
That database management system is used to manage data.
Manage data. What kind of data? What is it? What is the meaning of database?
Base
Base, database. And Joe.
To store data
Hmm.
for friend. Yeah.
Vitor.
Database is a place where collection of data are stored.
Very good. Collection of what kind of data? What is the type of data to store? Interrelated data. Okay.
Yes.
Simply collection of data. It is a collection of interrelated data. Suppose there is in this row, the details, suppose this is a database. In this database, you have only information, data only about school. Next room, again, another room, a place where you can store information about bank. So in the school database, We will store details only about the school. That is why when you say what is database, you have to say collection of interrelated data. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
This is a proper definition. Database. So how it manages? How it manages the data? By you can retrieve the data, you can update the data, you can delete the data as a programmer. You are the programmer, you are studying database management system and you are the programmer, not programmer. The person who is dealing all the database activities in a bank or in a school or in some software firm, they are called as database administrators. So you have a job opportunity if you're continuing with computers. It is called database administrators, not software engineers. They are called as database administrators. Database management system, it's a software that is responsible for storing, manipulating, maintaining, utilizing database. Everywhere you have SQL. And you will be studying about this one. MySQL is your database management system to study.
Ma'am,
Yes, Achut.
what is the full form of SQL?
SQL.
Yeah.
It is structured query language. I'll send you this notes. Screenshot I will take and will send you. Okay. So you'll be studying MySQL. So you make it as MySQL, your SQL. The name is MySQL. There is a story behind how this word came. My. This is not English word. It's some other language, Latin or German word. It is my. So that we will see in the next coming class. And Achut, we'll see you with the seminar of Achut on reverse of a number. Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.